Two of the greatest minds in sport here. I'm Todd.
I'm CJ.
And we're SportsCircuit, giving you all the latest sport news that goes around and around. So, the college basketball season's over. What did you think of the game last night?
Well, Todd, me and you were watching it together, and I just thought it was a boring game. I mean, I would have liked to seen two better teams. No offense, UConn, Butler, but
Yeah.
what did you think, Todd?
Pretty crappy game. Bad shooting or
Horrible
good defense,
shooting.
however you look at it. But shots just weren't falling for either team. Final score was only 53-41.
I know. I feel like that's the first half of some games,
Most
yeah,
college games.
most games. What did Butler shoot, Todd? Like 2 for 21 in the second half or something?
Yeah, I think they only made 2 or 3 field goals in the second half.
Wow.
18.8% for the game, which is tournament record low, which is pretty crazy if you're making not even 1 in 5 shots. I don't think that's good at all.
What I'd like to report, though, is our boy Shelvin Mack through the whole tournament did lead the team with 13 points, but, you know, it's one player can't get it done.
Right.
So.
Not only that, but they shot 33 three-pointers, which is, I mean, you only shoot, 64 field goals, I believe.
So more than half was 3-pointers.
More than half were field goals. I mean, they were just chucking shots, Butler was, and nothing was falling. They got outscored in the second half 34-19.
Yeah.
Just not going to win the game like that. And UConn, it's not like they were shooting great either.
No, they weren't. I mean, Kemba was their highest score, 16 points.
Yeah.
So
he didn't even shoot good. He shot, 5 for 19?
5 for 19.
As a team, they only shot 35%, so it's not like they were shooting well either. It's just both teams were just off that night, I guess.
And we found out that not one person in America or around the world had this championship game in their brackets. So just an unbelievable tournament, Todd.
Either we had Kentucky and VCU, so
sorry, fans.
If you want to make picks, just pick what we don't pick. Pick the opposite.
We've been wrong. We've been counting out UConn since the first round of the Big East tournament.
And I mean, Butler just basically got matched in every aspect of the game. Free throw percentage, he only shot 57%. How about Matt Howard? Terrible shooting.
I mean, he finished with 7 points.
Yeah.
1 for 13. You know, a lot of those misses out of him from the 3-point range, and you know, when you're 6'9", 6'10" guy, I mean, if you can shoot the 3, do it. But they need him down low. But you know, I mean,
got out rebounded 51-40. So I mean, Butler wasn't getting second chance points.
No.
I guess UConn's defense was really up to par. Shelvin Mack only 13 points, 4 for 15. I mean, the whole team just shot terrible.
Yeah, and all I can really say is it's been an unpredictable, March Madness, and that's how it ended with UConn. But.
Yep. So, but next year, the top teams came out for next year's looking on. Your Tar Heels are number 1.
Tar Heels #1 team coming in next year as the Dick Vitale crystal ball came out today, and he is the Tar Heels at #1 if everyone comes back. So.
Harrison Barnes come back. MLB opening weekend was this past weekend.
Yes, it was.
Phillies living up to the expectation of this, you can say, in 3 games that they already played. But
3-0. It's 3-0. So
Holiday, Lee, and Oswalt combined for Holiday had a 1.5 ERA. Oswalt 3.0. So I mean, they're looking good. Scored 21 runs in 3 games.
That's gonna win you. That's gonna win you games. Let me tell you.
The offense is there too.
Yeah. And opening weekend is also, it just brings light to people's eyes because it's spring and it's getting warmer out. All that snow's going away, so it's looking good. So, also, another surprise team we wanted to talk about too, Todd. The Baltimore Orioles starting off 4-0. Who would have expected that out of a division that has the Yankees, Red Sox, and Rays?
The 4 starters, Guthrie, Cardo, Brighton, I think his name is.
Yes.
Arrieta. If I were to say to you that their combined ERA in the first 4 games was .75, what would you think?
I would think that maybe in playing in MLB Live or something.
In the show, maybe.
Yeah, the show, not, actual baseball.
So they went 3-0 against the Rays and only give up 4 runs in their total 4 games. They're 4-0 right now.
Won their home opener yesterday. Yeah, that's insane. But
also wanted to say, about the Phils. They play the Mets starting today, 3-game series.
Yes, that's going to be a big series. It's always a rivalry series, Todd.
Then they play the Braves next, so if they do good in these 2 series, they could be top 10 at least before.
I was just going to say, these are always big series. Yep, the NL East. So. And then we're looking at my Yankees, who start off 3-1. So for those of you who said the pitching isn't going to be that solid this year, Ivan Nova last night, the young 23-year-old, came out strong. So.
And Boston's, a lot of people's World Series picks struggling right now, 0-3. Do you throw in the towel and call the season already, or what do we do?
I mean, after their first series, I guess you can't really. You have to get the guys,
Right.
accustomed to each other. But yeah, I mean, all the high expectations they've had this year, Todd, starting off 0-3, getting swept. But then again, they were away from home, so it's a young season still. So we will see what happens the rest of the way.
We'll switch to NBA now. Our Sixers clinched the playoff spot, but Lou Will's out for a couple games, I guess, just to the end of the regular season. They'll be back for the playoffs.
That's what I mean. We shouldn't worry, but
it's a big blow for the
big
bench.
blow.
So.
Yeah.
They play Boston tonight, though, they're only 500 in their last 10 games. Philly's only 6-4, though, not too much better.
I feel like, though, if this is a first-round matchup, Todd, I feel like Boston's searching for confidence. They just lost Shaq, too, by the way. He's going to probably be done for a while.
Is he out for the year or the postseason as well?
I think he's going to be out for the postseason as well. I'm not positive on that one, but the Sixers are a team that has confidence right now, playing very well these last couple games.
Right. If Boston beats the Sixers, gives them inching closeness to a 7th seed because they're only up 2.5 on the Knicks. So
yes.
They're either going to be playing Boston or Miami. So who would you rather have the Sixers play?
I feel like I would rather play Boston right now just because of the fact that they just lost another big man and they are a team that's just, searching for confidence. So a young Sixers team could come in there and maybe take one of the 2 games at home. So
Boston seems to struggle against teams that could run as well.
Yes.
So
old legs.
Philly does that as well. So.
Yeah, they do. They're a very good team like that.
The West race for top spots getting the lead's getting smaller and smaller for the Spurs. Only 2.5 over the Lakers show now.
Yeah.
Do you think the Lakers catch them this last couple weeks?
I still don't think the Lakers are going to catch them. I just feel like this being the last week or 2 of the regular season, 2.5 back. I mean, anything could happen. I mean, the Spurs have a tough road, but so do the Lakers. They do play each other, coming up. But I just feel like the Spurs will hold on to that number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. Whoever wins that game, I think, wins the number 1 seed. And then looks like Denver and Oklahoma City are going to be 4 and 5 seeds. So they're going to be playing each other. Ever since Carmelo left, the Nuggets been playing real good, though.
The Nuggets have gone from possibly being out of the playoffs to now a possible 4 or 5 seed just from that Melo trade.
Does that did the Nuggets scare you and your boy Ty Lawson?
Ty Lawson, Ray Felton, 2 ex-Tar Heel point guards. I mean, they are they're now a young team that can run, Todd. So athletes like J.R. Smith, Nene, Aaron Aflalo, they do scare me, but I think Oklahoma City does have more athletes though. So,
so we're gonna keep your finals picks.
Keep my finals picks. Thunder, Heat. Yes.
Yeah, I had the Spurs, and I guess I'll just keep the Spurs. I was going to go Lakers, but they got Duncan back, and everybody's coming back. So I'll keep the Spurs and the Heat. And I guess that's it for NBA.
So just a little NHL news for the Flyers fans out there. They have been struggling lately. Shootouts, they just look horrendous. But, now getting down to the point, you get a point for being in overtime shootouts. That's all you really want coming down to the end of the season. But I just feel like, if they can get that number 1 seed, clinch home ice advantage, they should have a pretty easy road playing either the Rangers or the Sabres first round. But they really need to get Chris Pronger back. He's been injured lately, Todd, and that's their big defenseman that solidifies their power play and just their defense in general. So let's just hope that they can find the rhythm again.
Right. And there's 2 games left? 3
They have 3 games left. If they can take at least 1 or 2 of them, they'll be the Atlantic Division champs.
Yeah. So room for the Fly guys there.
Yeah. So now
soccer? No. Soccer? Chelsea tomorrow.
Man U. There's a big game with Chelsea, but that's overseas. But I'm a huge fan. I love the Champions League, so
check it out on TV then.
Let's go. Fox Soccer Channel. If any of you have it. Wayne Rooney, he's been a beast. So let's see what he can do. Game tomorrow, 2:45. So I'd like to get into a couple guarantees my friend here wants to make. Fans, you're gonna love this.
We have a couple, or I have one. I think you have one too as well.
I might
working
have
on it. Well, since the playoffs are coming up for NBA and stuff, and love NBA so much, if somebody scores 50 in a game, in a single game, obviously, just one person, I'm gonna shave my head and then shave the name and number in the back of my head.
It's gonna look awesome.
Yeah, so hopefully it does happen for the fans, but hopefully it doesn't for me.
Yeah, I would like to see that
I'm
for the fans
conscious about my hair. I don't like having bad haircuts.
No. And also, fans, I was going over with Todd with this, but I'd like to hear your thoughts too, if you can comment. But I was saying to him, if a pitcher throws a no-hitter this year, I will grow my beard out for a month. Okay, doesn't matter if I have interviews, a date. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna grow it out. So just like to hear your comments. That's what I'm proposing. So
And if you think another guarantee is better or something,
please let us know.
Shout us out. We'll do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Shout outs we're gonna do now.
Yep. What do we got today?
I'll take the comments. Music Crazy 124, Flyers Fan 023. Both commented us on YouTube. So thank you guys.
Yep. Luke, thank you also, and Jimmy, Irish ND fan, thank you for the love also.
Thanks for subscribing.
Yep. Thanks for subscribing as well.
Fast Lane Cars and Piano Lover OK and D. Jevin Halls requested us as friends on YouTube. So
thank you guys.
Shout outs. We hooked up the MySpace and everything as well. We're growing actually pretty fast. I've been telling you about, which is good.
Yes, we've been getting a lot of friends, a lot of people following us. So
thank you guys for accepting all the MySpace people. You know who you are. So follow us on there. Search SportsCircuit, one word, SportsCircuit. Or you can search my name as well, I believe.
Yes.
It should come up. Todd Kress, KRESS.
Remember that.
Two words, not one.
And then what's the Twitter account we have? Follow us, but it's at a different name. Todd will tell you.
We have we're calling ourselves the Pick and Roll Show. We're gonna pick and roll with this top news stories of the day. So
little change of pace, but also due to constraints with SportsCircuit. You know, we're not gonna get into it, but just know that we're giving you still something.
Yeah. So Twitter, it'll be at Pick and Roll Show, all one word, and you can follow us on there. That's not growing as fast, but yeah, we're hoping that gets up soon.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys have any questions regarding a game or who we think might take the lead or whatever, anything, pop us a question, we'll answer it to what we think, and then you can go against our answer, and then you'll be right, probably. But
besides that, quickly, I'd like to give a little prediction I was talking to Todd about for the MLB. I know it's just opening day, but I would just like to say that I think the Yankees could do it this year with the hitting. Posada is DHing this year, so he's been healthy. My early World Series prediction, I do have the Phillies in the World Series with their pitching staff, but I also think it's going to be a rematch of 2 years ago, Todd. I say Phils, Yanks. Let's go.
Phils, Yanks. Yeah, I'll go Phils. Not really sure for the AL yet. It's real.
AL's been up in the air, yeah.
So,
Boston, it's been early, though.
Probably Boston or New York, the usual, but just Philly because, the rotation, I'm a homer, so, how can you go against them anyway?
Yeah. So,
I think that's it. Check us back. We'll probably be back next week sometime, maybe earlier. But thanks for your time.
Thanks for the love, guys.